It's starting to rain. I gotta hold off. Whoa. What's going on, guys? It's Caleb, and today we have a marine blue metallic Porsche Cayenne that is in for a detail. The paint on this car is just gorgeous, and whenever I was given the opportunity to chase perfection with this car, I immediately took it because man, oh man, is the paint just absolutely stunning, and you guys will see that as we go through the video. And yeah, like I just said, this is a car that we are chasing perfection with. We're talking complete paint correction the best we possibly can with what we have, as well as a good coating at the end. But to kick everything off, we need to go ahead and get these wheels cleaned up using some P&S Brake Buster. And also, if you want to take a real quick second to like the video, that'll help me out a ton. This one's going to be a long one, so if you guys want to sit back, relax, go ahead and get comfy, because this one's going to be good. So the footage you see here is me using a new GoPro that I got for Christmas a couple months back, and I really wanted to learn how to use this. I mean, before, every time I used a GoPro, the footage was really crappy. It was really dry, it just wasn't that great, but I think I've been able to get the color correction right to make it look somewhat decent. I've also realized there is a setting for 240 frames a second, so we're going to go ahead and kick off the fancy cinematic part of me using a foam cannon with the GoPro footage, so let's drop those cinematic bars and get fancy. Does anyone know the exact name for those black bars that come down? I don't even know, I just call them cinematic bars. And last little note, the license plate, yeah, I know it's still on there. I do eventually take it off, do not worry. I just forgot because I was in the groove. since it's all washed up and clean, we need to go ahead and rinse this thing off and dry it off before we back it into the shop. For those wondering what I use to foam down the car, this is a cheapo Amazon foam can I usually use for pre-treatments like this. I had a mixture of McGuire's D101 all-purpose cleaner, about 4:1, with some Adams car shampoo so that way it would stick on the surface a little longer. And the reason for that is because D101 is a very, very good cleaner, and it will destroy any waxes or sealants that are left on the paint from car shampoos and stuff that have like sealant polymers and wax polymers in it, all that stuff. We want a nice clean surface before we clay bar. Porsche Cayenne in for a detail. It is a beautiful blue color. I'm going to see if I can get the actual name of the paint because it is really nice. And now that it is all washed, we're going to do some clay barring using a white fine clay bar, IK film sprayer with like 95% water, 5% the last touch detailer from McGuire's, and this should be good. This is a really nice car. So I can't wait to polish it because this paint's gonna look phenomenal. It's in all week. We're gonna have some fun. But right now I'm really tired. We're gonna end the night with doing some clay bar. Yeah. We're on to the next day. Wow, there's so much stuff on my lens. No, that's my fucking GoPro. Shit. Next day, it's a cold day in Florida. That's a terrible intro for the paint inspection day. So we're on to the next day with the Porsche, and what we need to do today is inspect the paint and start compounding and taping off some areas. We're definitely gonna do a lot of cutting work today, but first things first, it's all decontaminated, so we're gonna have to go through with a light, check out the paint, show you guys the damage and stuff. And you see this cool sign behind me? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cool? A family member got that for me for Christmas. I'm really happy with that. So yeah, let's get on to the paint inspection on. It's so cold today in Florida. Like, I say it's so cold and you northerners are gonna be like really crapping on me, but it's 65 degrees out and I'm dying, man. I'm really dying. For those who don't know, our shop is actually a big basement, like a 3,700 square foot basement. So when it gets cold, it gets freezing cold, and it's like 65. Nah, man, I'm dying. I wore shorts. I shouldn't have wore shorts today. Alright, I got everything taped up and ready to start cutting into the paint. So I just remembered yesterday I didn't give very much of an intro as to what the heck this detail is all about. This detail is chasing perfection, actually. I think it's a 2011 Cayenne, and the paint is actually really cool. It shades purple, kind of like my car. Very beautiful paint, very metallic blue, midnight bluish kind of. So yeah, just a chill day. I have the doors closed so that way the cold can stay out because I'm a sissy little Florida boy who doesn't like anything under 70 degrees. And I'm gonna put in my headphones and start cutting. What I'm gonna start doing first though, probably these pillars right here. Get them out of, I might do those last actually, because those things, they swirl if you just look at them wrong. So I don't know, of course we're gonna start with the top, get that stuff done. 1-inch pad, move inwards, should be good. yesterday I didn't really feel like doing an outro, but we're on our new day now, and we got a little bit of compounding to finish up with the 2-inch pad right here on the back, and then the passenger side on the close ends, and then we're gonna go with a 3-inch, and then I think we're just gonna smack it with a 5-inch. I think the back's gonna be pretty simple. A lot of 1-inch, 2-inch polishing right here in this area, and then around here, and of course we'll knock these things out. Definitely a little 2-inch right there, and then down here. Smack this with a 3-inch. That should be good. I was holding the camera really weird, so I hope you guys can understand all that. Switching it up to a 3-inch pad. So that company that I tried with the 2-inch pads, the Eurofiber, this is their microfiber cutting pad. No, this is not sponsored. No, they did not send me anything. This is just me going online, trying out different stuff because I am in search of more accessible things, and this might be one of them. I like their polishing pads, or the foam pads. I like those a lot, actually. So we're gonna give the microfiber ones a shot for cutting. I'd say that pad works really good, actually. As cheap as it was, I didn't think it would work out that well, but it's actually working really good. There's like 2 big scratches, of course. I'm gonna chase those later on, but yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with that. But that's significantly better. Woo. of that will clean up whenever we go to polish it, but because mostly those areas on vehicles are usually much thinner areas of paint than most, so I'm not going to continue to cut that just because I don't want to risk anything with going through the clear coat and all of that. So amazing difference already from 2 cuts. So we're going to move on from there and let polishing make that look really pretty. So after looking at the areas right here above the door, there's scratches here and there that obviously aren't fully corrected or gone, and because it's just little ones batched out here, and there, there's no sense of going back and correcting it, so I'm just gonna go over it with a 3-inch microfiber and see what happens. Yeah, instead of going like little scratch by scratch by scratch and chasing scratches and all that, we'll cut the whole thing one more time, keep it even, and whatever's left after that, then we'll chase it. So time to do some 5-inch some 5-inch pad work. So Euro Fiber, once again, I'm trying their 5-inch pad. The 3-inch pads work great. I really hope the 5-inch pads work just as good. Some people would say, oh, they're the same kind of pad, why wouldn't they work the same? Changing sizes can do a lot. I mean, really, because you're having, a much wider area. It might cut better in certain parts of the pad, like more towards the inside or more towards the outside. It's just different size pads don't mean they're gonna act the same, even if they are the same pad. And look how cool their pads look. Alright, that ends it for me today. I'm gonna go home, get some rest, come back tomorrow. We have the roof and the 2 doors over there, and then we're done cutting. We should be able to start polishing tomorrow. These 2 doors are fully corrected, so I'm gonna tack most of the roof on the other side so I don't have any chance of scratching up any of this crap over here. 1, 2, 3 scratches on this front quarter panel, and yeah, then we're pretty much good to polish. So, roof, 2 doors, quarter panel. I think that should be good. Alright, we're fully corrected. We're gonna swap to 1 and 2 inch polishing pads, some Sonax Perfect Finish, and trying to get some solid polishing in on some small areas before the day ends. Got about 2 more hours left before I go home. 3. Let's have fun. Final day of polishing. Man, this is gonna be a long video. But today what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start with 3-inch pads, Yellow Rupes Pad polishing pads with some Perfect Finish, some of the best polish, I think, and go around all the little 3-inch parts. And then I also want to take a 5-inch, blast the doors, and then these things are going to suck. What are you doing, hiding out? Bro, you look like you're about to rob a bank.
Alright.
Yeah. Now that we're done with 3-inch, we're going to be swapping to a 5-inch backing plate with a 5-inch pad. Of course, sticking with the Yellow Rupes pad. Well, bam, 5-inch backing plate. This is about to get very pretty. Priming the pad. 7 p.m. I think it's day 5 or day 6, something like that, with the Porsche Cayenne and what I think is dark blue metallic. And we have cut and chased and polished and finished. We've done everything to get this car to perfection, the best we possibly can with what I have. So obviously in the front and scattered around the vehicle, there are rock chips and stuff. There are scratches that are much deeper than what is possible to get out from just polishing. But overall, I think this car is gorgeous. It is in great shape. So what we need to do now is take off all this tape, go through all the crevices with a cocktail stick and some IPA, inspect and see if I should hit anywhere else with some finisher. But the most important part now is to go ahead and take up all the tape and make sure every inch of this car, crevices, everywhere is clean, and inspect before we coat it tomorrow. And of course, when I come back in tomorrow, we'll IPA it again. But yeah, long night. Go ahead, start the music. So it's 7 a.m. I'm here at the shop. It is Sunday, and yesterday I had to take off because of personal matters, but today I have the entire day to pretty much get this thing done. My hair is wet because I got out of the shower, took a 10-minute drive and got here, and we need to coat the Porsche, put bead maker on it, all that stuff after it's coated. We just need to wrap it all up, you know, so that way tomorrow morning it can go. So yeah, we're currently under tornado watch too, which we don't really get tornadoes here in Florida, but at the end of the day, I'm in a basement pretty much. I mean, my shop is a 3,700 square foot basement, so this should be a pretty chill day. I love it when it rains. I love it when it rains. I love it when it's bad weather. I haven't talked a whole lot because I've just been having fun, but now the car is coated. Has one coating of CSL, Crystal Serum Line by G-Technic, and 2 coatings of XOV4. That's it. I'm tired, sorry. I've been here since 7 a.m. Good morning from a windy and chilly Florida. So today, last day with the Porsche Cayenne. It is completely done other than wiping some bead maker on it and catching up on a few areas with a toothpick and some IPA. So I'm freezing, but I just laid eyes on the car for the first time since the coating is cured, and my God, does it look amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, how nice it looks now that it is cured. Throw some bead maker on it, and then take it up to the customer. finished. I mean, this is great. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. I don't even know what to say. The paint looks amazing. The interior looks really good. I did my job to the best that I possibly could, and I'm happy. And now it's time to see if the customer is happy as well. I'm gonna try to get on camera, but if you guys would, please help me out. If you enjoyed the video, please press like. And if you wanna follow me, my car content, car detailing, stuff like that, go ahead and press subscribe and ring that bell every single time I upload, as well as live stream. I tried to live stream with this detail, went pretty well. So I'm happy all the way around, just so happy. I will see you guys in the next video next week with another week, another detail. Yeah, another good time. So have a good week, guys.